much, John. Lastly, I have learned to make time for myself, kind of like I did yesterday. It was unplanned, but I got 3 hours of watching some old sitcoms that were a lot of fun. So again, making the most of your situation. So I learned the hard way when it was a little bit too late about taking care of myself. All of this repetitive lifting of now near 60 pounds, because our kiddos, they grow up and they get bigger. All that lifting and all the emotional stress, I have now carry around chronic pain. I'm constantly in pain all the time. But I wish that I had learned to take care of myself sooner. We don't do that sometimes, us moms. But in order to feel better, I spend time with my friends. I like to go for walks. I love to read, take little quick times out, and I love to go to yoga classes. And I wrote here, and a little chocolate also goes a long way. So to make sure you have enough time for yourself, you need to have a team of people available for you. And John's going to share some information regarding that. Teamwork.
So most people say that a relationship between a husband and a wife transform after having children. The focus changes from each other to the kids. Romantic evenings are replaced with sleepless nights. Last-minute getaways turn into months of planning for a Disney vacation. A peaceful movie together turns into play, pause, diaper change. Play, pause, Daddy, I just can't fall asleep right now, as we attempt to get a little downtime. By no means am I saying these things are bad. They are just different. I would never give up the family I have today. They are everything to me. And to some extent, I was prepared for this type of transformation. Obviously, Livy has brought an entirely new perspective into the equation that I was not prepared for, but as most things in life that are unexpected, one learns to adapt. There are many cliches to describe our situation. Making lemonade out of lemons. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. You must have been chosen for it because you would be able to handle it. And the list goes on, and I'm sure you've all heard these things. In the end, I am able to handle it because I have a true partner for life. Allison and I were each endowed with certain gifts that have allowed us to succeed together as a team. She shoulders the majority of work for Livy's care. She drives her to and from school. She takes her to therapies and to numerous doctor's appointments. And she keeps track of when her medications need to be reordered. When I get home from work, I try to take over as much as possible. I feed Livy by mouth nearly every night when we eat, so she can have a taste of food as well. Then I put her in her stander and stretch her after she is finished. I try to never let Allison lift Livy when I'm around. When we go to Gainesville for neurology appointments, I take the day off and we both go. In the end, we work together because we work as a team. We communicate and listen often about everything from medications to therapy. We compromise in various situations when we have differences of opinion, and compromising is extremely important. We try not to let the little things weight us down like we did in our former lives. Haley is also part of this team. She has always been the comic relief in our lives, you can already tell. She has kept us laughing when Livy has had a bad day or a bad year. She always lets us know that things will be okay. She is there for her sister whenever she needs her and treats her with complete respect. She helps us during fundraisers and is one of Livy's biggest supporters. She helps us educate others about special needs, and she has taught her classmates about Livy's disabilities. We're able to do what we do because we all play our parts. I can't imagine how we would do it if we didn't work together and share the responsibilities. The rest of our team includes our family, who has helped us in immeasurable ways, our friends who provide emotional support, and our doctors and therapists who take care of Livy's physical needs. If we didn't all work together as a team, our lives would be much more difficult and complicated, and Livy would be the one who suffers the most. So now Haley would like to tell you about what it is like having a sister with disabilities.
No, I don't remember what it was like with Livy when I was little, but I can tell you how it is now. First, Livy and I like to cuddle together on the couch. It seems like she is trying to push me off because her arm is pushing against me. I don't think she means it, though. I like to do it because I get to get really close to Livy and hug her and kiss her as much as I want. Next, my mom lays out the mat. She lays Livy on it, and when I see her on it, I want to lie on it with her, so we can watch TV together. And now I'd like to tell you how I feel about having a sister with disabilities. I like to be at home spending a lot of time with my sister. We've never had a fight over toys or clothes or anything else. She's always nice to me. I know this because she always smiles at me. Sometimes she tickles me by accident. She always listens to me and she likes my singing. I feel better when she is around because I can hug her whenever I want. I like to read to her and help her with the iPad. If Livy didn't have disabilities, I wouldn't be here speaking to you now. I wouldn't know anything about disabilities and neither would my friends. Life would be totally different. She has taught me that everyone should be treated equally and with respect. The only thing she sees in the world is good, and so do I. She has taught me how to have more empathy toward others. She has taught me how to be a better person. My dad is now going to talk to you about inspiration.
So we have all been entrusted with challenging situations. And I am sure most, if not all of us in this room, have gotten to a point where we don't know how we're going to get up the next day. We have been in the hospital and wondered, how did my life get to this point? When we were at Shands Hospital in Gainesville during Livy's many long stays, I used to look out the window at the road leading away from the hospital and imagine just driving off into the sunset. When we were in All Children's Hospital in St. Petersburg, I would look out the window at the cruise ships passing by and think, those people are so lucky. They're going on vacation, don't have a thing to worry about. Believe me, I was so jealous. When we were at restaurants, I would watch families walk by, the kids running and jumping, full of smiles. Every family seemed to be the perfect family, and how easy I bet they had it. They could fly somewhere for a vacation or go to Busch Gardens and not have to worry about seizures or medications, or if their children would ever walk or talk. It took quite a while for me to finally look through a different window. I started by looking at Livy. Her eyes and smile are windows into life that is pure and a source of unconditional love. Haley's personality is a window into how Allison and I deal with Olivia's situation. Kids look through the windows of their parents' experiences to try to make sense of the world. She is an amazing little girl, as you have seen today. Her compassion and wisdom are beyond her years. It is up to each of us to decide which window we want others to look through when they see all of us and our families. Some people choose to have a frosted window, where they stay private and only a little light gets in. Still others choose to have blinds over their windows so they can let people in during certain parts of their lives, but close off the world to others. And many choose to stay confined in darkness. That choice is up to you. Our window is transparent, although there are many times when we want to shut off the world as well. But we want people to know our story so we can educate others and help them to not take life too seriously. It also helps people understand disabilities. Most of what people experience when seeing a person with disabilities is fear, because they have little knowledge or understanding. By being transparent, we hope to remove fear and allow others to see life from a totally different vantage point. I view our situation as a gift, even as a responsibility to share with others. We are given such a small window of time on this earth to make a difference. I have always been looking for something that has meaning. It took me a while to find it, but now that I have, I plan to use my time wisely. I want to be proud when I see my reflection in any window. I will look through the window that allows me to view Livy's life as a miracle. She has impacted more people in the 7 years than I have in 40. I hope we can do as much to inspire people as she does. In the end, if more people look through the window of hope and inspiration, then maybe we will have succeeded. So, since Livy has not been able to talk during this presentation, we put a short video together of her, and it's called I'm Livy.
Bye.